Well, welcome to the Confidence Couch and our very first episode. To say I'm excited, feeling joy, feeling a little bit of fear, would describe my feelings right now quite eloquently. So if you've watched the intro video, you know that the Confidence Couch is a Q&A type forum. I've received some questions for some women around confidence. So without further ado, I would like to start with the first question, which, by the way, is a very, very in-depth, very relevant question for myself, actually. So when we choose to step out and put ourselves into the light, literally, and we put ourselves out there, we're vulnerable and we're open to criticism, but we're also open to a path and an avenue to actually help and support our fellow females out there. So this question comes from a business owner, Tanya in Brisbane. I've known her for many years, so I really wanted to choose this question as the first question I answer because I think she is an amazing, vibrant, very confident woman, and I think it's important for everyone to see that no matter how confident you are, we all still have moments of self-doubt. And am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? And I think that just comes with the territory. So the question is, as you know, I'm a fairly confident person and I wear several hats in business. Having just launched Child Free magazine, I have a bit of anxiety around the reaction to it, not just from within the Child Free community, but within the business community. I'm conscious of sharing it and being too vocal about it in business groups or on networks like LinkedIn, as I guess I'm afraid of the judgment and people saying they don't want to work with me because I'm one of those selfish child-free people. I guess I'm not so confident at times about blurring the lines between full-time business and my passion projects. What an amazing question, and thank you, Tanya, for being brave enough to ask it and by helping me with an amazing question, and I get to help you in return. So, and I say it's relevant for me because, I'm stepping out into this space, putting myself out there as somebody who can talk about confidence. So I share that trepidation and that little bit of fear about, what will people say? And I guess, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Brene Brown, but if you haven't, YouTube, go on there and search The Power of Vulnerability, an amazing TED talk that she did, and you'll go on and you'll just continue to look and follow her work because she's amazing. But she talks about stepping into the arena, and when we make a choice to dare greatly, we sign up to get our asses kicked. So we can choose courage or we can choose comfort, but we can't have both. So Tanya, to be professional, you've chosen discomfort. You've chosen to step into an arena that is polarizing. Lots of people feel like they have an opinion, and you've got some great work to do. You've just launched the world's first child-free magazine. And from a mum, I think it's amazing. And I've actually read some of the articles in it, and it's for people who are not just child-free. So you've got this voice, you've got this inspiration, you're following your path, you've written a book, and you are going to attract heat. There is no doubt about it. But staying true to your purpose, and every time you feel that judgment and criticism is you think about those people over here judging and criticizing you, but think about the wave of people that support you, those women who need you to be brave and to step into that space. Because without you, you're not providing that voice for them, and they're the ones that count. So you will get people who want to criticize you, but think of all the women in those business communities also that share your view, that you are providing a voice for them. And to be perfectly honest, do you really want to work with those people who don't share your values and share your hopes for the future? Those hopes to create that voice for everybody to have a choice. And as you say, it's about creating conversation and choice rather than standing in judgment of each other. So that is my advice for you in finding those moments where you feel that fear and that vulnerability, and know that you're showing up not for the people who want to criticize you, but for the people who need you. And, you know, sometimes we've got to put a bit of an armor on, and sometimes we've got to take a deep breath and weather the storm, like the likes of our pioneering females that have come before us. Joan of Arc, conquering the British, Rosa Parks on that bus in America. If you don't know the story of Rosa Parks, go and read it, or YouTube it, Google it. Being brave enough to stand up for what she believed. And there's countless women out there, and men, like, let's not exclude the men, you know, people who have been brave enough to stand up, to follow their intuition, to follow their path, know that they have something to say that's of value, and just dial down the noise that's over here from the naysayers, because there'll always be naysayers. There will always be people who disagree. There will always be people who are sitting back, playing small, seeing you playing, you know, stepping out and playing a little bit bigger. And that takes bravery and courage and vulnerability. So you should be congratulated. And I'm sure that everybody who is watching this video knows exactly where Tanya is coming from. You've experienced those moments, and it could just be at work. It could be in your own family home. It could be dealing with family and just speaking up for what you believe in and backing your convictions, and being strong enough, I guess, inside to weather the storm and weather those, because we get to choose really whether we accept what other people say. We get to choose, and we get to say, well, thanks for sharing. You know, that's great. Thanks. I get that for you, Tanya, it's a business community, you have a marketing business, and that you have your livelihood at stake. And by your passion project, the child-free community, your voice within that community is hugely important. And I've seen the support that you get from those women, and you would never have been able to launch the world's first magazine had you not had that support. So focus on that, dial down the noise from everybody else, and realize they're not people you want to work with anyway. So just know in here, you're doing the right thing. So that's my answer for you, Tanya. I hope that was I hope that's helpful. I hope that's helpful for everybody else that's watching this, and that you can translate that into your own life and your own situations, and know that, confidence is a muscle that needs to be developed. And as Tanya pointed out, she has it in spades in some areas, but it's like exercising. If you don't continue to train and exercise your muscles, you'll lose muscle tone. So start exercising your confidence muscle so that you can go out and be brave and step forward and do what it is that you need to do. So thank you. That's episode 1. If you've got a question, as you can see, as much as they're big questions, you can have some little questions. It doesn't matter what questions they are. I am going to step into my bravery and my courage and answer them for you as best I can. And let me also invite you, as the people watching this, I'm presuming you're mostly women. That's my take on it. Please, 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 wherever you're viewing this from, give me your 2 cents worth. Give Tanya your 2 cents worth, and let her know that A, she has your support, and B, you might have a different way of looking at it. You might have another little nugget of advice or help that you can give to Tanya. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for helping me start the ripple effect. And I look forward to seeing you in episode 2. And if you don't want to miss an episode, make sure you sign up on the YouTube channel, subscribe. So thank you. See you next time.